Hi there. My name is Oluwatoyin and this is Start with T. So in the last video, I couldn't do all the questions because I was trying to keep it under 10 minutes. So today I will just take the rest of it. So let's go right into it. The first question I will be taking today is about certification of documents. The question is, before posting to the university, how do we do that? That is, how do we certify documents before posting? So there's multiple ways to go about this. I would say that if you are maybe in Nigeria or Lagos or something like this, one of the easiest ways would be to use a notary public. At the same time, it's one of the most expensive, but because notary publics are, let me say, slightly more accessible. So, but this is just one of the ways. So you can go to a notary public. So notary publics, they're like lawyers that have an establishment. They have a stamp. They have a recognized establishment. Like they are licensed, quote and unquote, to actually certify documents. Then there are some lawyers that they themselves don't have notary public outfits, but they are associated, or should I use the word affiliated, to notary publics. So you can also use lawyers like this. And then third, you can go to the courts. Say for example, if you're in Lagos, for example, Ikeja High Court is somewhere that you could certify your document. Like I've been there before. Like they actually have some sort of quote unquote department that actually does this. Like they actually expect people to come. So like they do this, and it's pretty cheap. I think that time I did, was it 5 naira or 15 naira? I paid something like very ridiculous amount. I don't know how much it is now because it's been a couple of years. But yes, it's very affordable there. Lastly, is the embassy. So, for example, if you're going to the UK, then you can go to the UK embassy and certify your documents. As far as I'm aware, until now, for example, if you're going to Germany, you can go to the German embassy and certify your documents. Like, it doesn't really matter the country you're going to, you can just go to the embassy of that country and then they would certify your documents for you. Now, in some cases, it's free actually. In some cases, this is a free service. You only have to get an appointment, and this is the tricky part, getting the appointment. So yes, you just have to get an appointment. I'm not saying for all embassies. For some embassies, possibly you have to pay for it, but I would say compared to court, they are like the possibility of your document being accepted as certified by the country that you are sending it to is very high when their embassy certifies it for you. I think the only tricky part is getting an appointment, and of course, when you get there, there's probably going to be queues or long wait or something like this. Yes, and it may actually cost, and it may actually be expensive. So don't quote me and say, "Oh, Tony said it's free." No, it's not my Tony. It may cost. That's all about that. Then the next question I would take is someone that asked, she said, my sister didn't pass her B1 exam, but she got A1. Is there a possibility for her to get admission into a German school and take advantage of the free German course? So I would say normally yes. Many students that have gotten their admission and they are now enrolled as students, they take advantage of the German class. They take advantage of the free German course that many universities, almost all universities in Germany, offer. The tricky part to it is that in the free German course like in the university, you do one level for 6 months. Like literally, you do a 1.1 for 6 months. If you do it like in an intensive course class, then you can finish one level in 4 to 6 weeks. So like there's a huge difference. But yes, to answer your question directly, you can actually benefit from the free German course once you are enrolled as a student. Now the caveat is this: if you are not yet admitted and your course requires German, then that may not really be appropriate because you need to be able to speak German. Like you need that German certification before you become a student. Meanwhile, in the free German course, you are a student before you can access it. So the admission requires that you submit a German language certification. Then you have to get it before you become a student. That means this free German course will not really be applicable until you become a student. That means you have to go somewhere else, like to a private center. So maybe you won't go through or something, and then you get the German certification course. Now, for some people, I know one or two people that got admitted with the condition to provide the German language certification, and then they actually were able to like get a visa to go down to Germany, and then in Germany they took not as a student now, not a free German course, but like they took German courses and got their certification while in Germany, provided the certification, and then became enrolled as students. So in some cases, I mean, this is not I'm not saying it will happen every time, but in some cases a person can be allowed, to start to get a visa, move to Germany, do the German language course in Germany, get the certification, and then become enrolled as a student. But of course, if your course, does not require German, if it's in English, then the next question that I would take would be, I've been trying to create an account so as to fill in my application form. How can I reach you on Instagram? So normally, if you want to create an account to fill in application form, there would be a place where you see register. At that point, on whatever page you are in that is register, you can register there and create an account. In some cases, it is create account. You can register there. Sometimes you see login, and underneath login, you see don't have an account, create account. So you can use this. And for my Instagram, you want to reach me on Instagram. My Instagram name is simply Thoughts with T. So you can simply send a DM on Instagram. Then the next question is, you want to upload an application form. I actually don't understand where you want to upload an application form. So if you have person saying this question, please clarify. Then the last one says, can foreign students apply for KFW student loan currently? Well, I would say that as at the time that I checked this information, last foreign students were able to apply for KFW. But like in the previous part of this video, I advised that we check the FAQ section or send an email to our department to ask for, clarification. Sometimes things that obtain on the internet actually don't obtain in real life, and sometimes things that obtain in real life are not posted on the internet. I hope that this video has been helpful for you. Once again, my name is Toyin. Thank you for watching. Till I come your way again. Bye.